financial statements. You can see this in the book for Southwest Airlines. The actual financial statement, the order is OIF, operating, investing, and financing. But I'm going to go through this backwards. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. We start with financing because that's how companies run. If you were to start a company again, you would start off by raising money from financing cash flows, and then you would invest it in investing cash flows, and then finally you would start reaping operating cash flows. So I'm following that order. So financing cash flows, remember, relate to long-term assets. Take a second right now and try out these 6 questions. These are all about Southwest Airlines. So financing activities include cash transactions that primarily affect what? Which accounts? Long-term liabilities and stockholders' equity accounts. Now, which of the following transactions are financing activities? Issue common stock to shareholder. Financing. Pay dividends to shareholder. Financing. Purchase treasury stock. Financing. Record a 2-for-1 stock split. Why not? It's related to stock. There's no cash flow. Right? What do you do when you split stock? Right? No cash flow involved. Issue note payable. Financing or not? Not? Do we receive or pay any money with that? Man, I'd like to be your banker, David. So you're willing to take a note payable, and I don't have to loan you any money. So the deal is that you give me a note payable, and then I give you money. You owe me money. The note payable says I owe you, right? So you're willing to give an IOU without getting any money? So that is a financing cash flow. You issue the note, you receive money. Pay interest on note payable. Financing or not? Not. Believe it or not, interest paid is an operating cash flow. It could be either one when you think about it, right? Because it could be financing because it's related to the note, but it could be operating because it's related to what? Interest expense. Remember way back here? Interest income, interest expense, operating. Dividend income is operating, but dividend payments are financing. It's very strange. So interest income, interest received, interest paid, operating. Dividends received are also operating. Dividends paid are financing. The reasoning here is because interest income, interest expense, and dividends income are all part of profits. Dividends paid is not an expense, and therefore it's going to be financing. That's the thinking there. By the way, IFRS has an optional approach where you could record it as financing. So you would be correct according to IFRS. So let's write this here. Operating. Repay note payable 1, 2, 3, 4. Financing or not? Financing. Issue preferred stock. Don't get tricked by the word issue. Issue preferred stock. If I give you preferred stock, what do you give me in return? Cash. This is an investment. You issue preferred stock in exchange for an investment. So therefore, it's going to be financing. Oh, this is great. Call a bond payable currently outstanding. You know what to call it bonds means? To pay it off. Security financing.
Sorry, what's the difference between paid interest and all bond payable?
Interest is on a bond. You have the bond itself, which is premium. You have the bond itself, which is the principal, and then the interest is on top of the principal. So paying interest it's related to a bond, but it's a little different. Interest is the charge for borrowing the money. And paying interest, that's an interest expense. Whereas a bond payable is just paying off a liability. You're looking at me like I have three heads. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Is my singing bothering you? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is all on video too. Shoot. Yeah, you got to go see the Lego movie. It's the first movie that Will Ferrell ever destroyed.
Wait, what?
Will Ferrell is in it, and he actually ruined. Normally whatever movie he's in, he makes better, but this particular movie he makes worse. You'll have to see it to understand. So debt transactions. In 2009, Love had a net cash inflow, indicating that more debt was issued. See there, inflow, 330. Meaning that they issued more debt. There it is. That's where they issued it. Therefore, it is assuming more risk or less risk. Borrowing money means financial risk. If debt is issued to finance growth and expansion, then it would be considered, that's good. That's favorable. That's what we like. If debt is issued because cash from operating expenses is insufficient, it is considered to be unfavorable. Issuing additional debt, does that dilute earnings per share? No. What dilutes earnings per share again? Issuing more stock. Excellent. I'm very proud of you. Capital stock transactions. In 2010, Love had a net cash outflow. Here you can see that. I'll make it a different color for you, because this is a private university and we do extra good things for people. So there you go. Cash, wait, that's wrong. And we get the professor doesn't know the answers to the problems. Outflow, because it's negative, indicating that more stock was, well, what's driving this here? More stock was purchased. Wait, where did they purchase stock? They didn't purchase any stock. There's zero stock purchased. And it says issued or purchase here. This is not a good term. I would ignore this because this is not right. What happened? Let's look at the numbers for a second. Just ignore this. Who wrote this? There we go. Look at the numbers for a second. Explain to me in your own words why net cash on financing activities is negative. They repaid their debt. Look at this big whopping $155,000. That's why they give cash. That's why they have negative cash flows from financing activities. And let's just ignore the rest of this. I don't know why this says this here, but it doesn't really apply. LUV is paying. Is LUV paying dividends? Yes. And is it steady or is it random? Yeah, look here. Look how steady it is. It's very nice. They pay the same dividends every year. Which year is their cash position look the best? So we have a direct disagreement here. Do you guys want to come down into the pit and duke it out? When you have a 3-hour and 45-minute class, I'm sorry, but I got to juice it up as many ways as I possibly can. I got to sing songs and instigate fights between students. I think a little violence and blood on the floor would make this class a lot more interesting, don't you?
I go with 2011.
You go with 2011.
I go back, yeah, I like that.
Why do you like 2011?
Because I said 09, I was just looking at the number, but 09, they're asking for more money.
You don't like it when they ask for more money. Don't ask for more money.
We're now in 2011, they're repaying.
They're repaying money.
They're getting money.
You like repaying money. And you too, what, you like repaying money?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anyone like 2009?
I mean, when you look at it, also 2009 could mean that they're trying to expand, they need money. When you see a long term.
They need money because they're trying to expand. I think trying to expand is a good thing. You say 2009 because you like the expanding thing. That 455 there, they're borrowing more money, they're going to grow. They're going to invest that money, they're going to borrow the money at one interest rate, invest it, and earn a higher rate of return on the investment. That's going to make them money in the long run. 2011, they're paying back their debt already. That's nice. David.
I think it might be 2011 because you're actually repurchasing some of your stock back.
So you also like 2011.
Also the fact that you're actually paying your dividends.
Oh, then they're rebuying capital stock. Repurchasing stock does what to your stock price?
That means it makes your stock more
That increases your stock price, so that's good too. Wow, 2009 doesn't have very. Sarah, you're the only one. You gonna be okay? So it seems like most people like 2011.